Most founders don't fail because they lacked a great idea. They fail because they treated month 1 like month 12. The first 18 months aren't just a launch pad. They're a minefield. And the founders who survive them play an entirely different game than the ones who don't. Here's what nobody tells you at the pitch competition. The founders who win aren't the ones with the best decks. They're the ones who talk to the most customers before writing a single line of code. They treated their assumptions like suspects, not facts. And they interrogated every single one. Think of it like building a house on sand versus bedrock. You can frame the walls, hang the drywall, and pick out the countertops. But if the foundation is wrong, the whole thing collapses the moment reality shows up. Top founders spend the first 90 days obsessively finding the bedrock, not decorating the living room. There's this intoxicating early moment. The idea is fresh, the team is energized, investors are nodding, and the TAM slide says $300 billion. And then quietly, nothing works the way you thought it would. The market doesn't care about your vision. It only cares about whether you solve something it actually needed solved. The psychological whiplash of that shift is brutal, and most founders respond by doubling down on their original plan instead of updating their mental model. Serial founders, on the other hand, treat the pivot not as a failure, but as data collection with expensive tuition. History is littered with companies that almost made it remember the wave of social reading apps, the on-demand laundry startups, the blockchain everything era of 2017. Each generation of founders enters convinced that this time is different, and each generation learns, sometimes painfully, that timing and distribution eat vision for breakfast. The hidden system here is actually pretty simple. The best founders in their first 18 months are ruthless about doing fewer things better, not more things faster. They understand that momentum is a trap. If you're moving in the wrong direction, speed times wrong vector still equals lost. One of the biggest misconceptions is that hiring fast signals confidence and attracts more talent, when really, premature hiring is one of the top 3 killers of early stage companies. Every hire before product market fit is a bet that your current direction is correct. And statistically, it probably isn't yet. So what do you actually do with that? You hire slow, fire fast, stay lean, and protect your runway like it's oxygen, because in year 1, it is. The founders who make it to month 19 are almost always the ones who defaulted to doing things that don't scale before they automated anything. There's something almost counterintuitive about the best early stage behavior. The founder doing customer support emails at midnight isn't struggling, they're winning. Every complaint is a product roadmap. Every refund request is a positioning failure worth $1,000 of market research. You have to resist the cultural pressure to look like you're scaling when you should be learning the Instagram posts, the press releases, the we're hiring banners. All of it can wait. Discipline in the first 18 months means being comfortable, being invisible, while your competitors are busy being loud. And let's be honest about conviction. Conviction is useful, but unexamined conviction is just stubbornness wearing a better outfit. The founders who last are the ones who hold their strategy loosely and their customer relationships tightly, because the customer is always the more reliable narrator. Philosophically, what separates the survivors isn't raw intelligence or even work ethic. It's the ability to tolerate ambiguity without flinching and to make small, consistent, rational decisions under conditions of maximum uncertainty. Process beats passion every single time when the runway is short and the stakes are high. Size your bets accordingly, stay in the game long enough to get lucky, and never confuse activity with progress. The scoreboard in year 1 is learning velocity, not revenue. The founders who internalize that truth early are the ones still standing when the real growth finally arrives. And if you're ready to take that same disciplined, long game mindset into real estate investing, home contracting, or finding the right lenders to back your next move, check out our links in the description below. We can help you get started.